wide wonder at the joy they had found.
Hey Jerry, I know you're kind of missing Sally at this point, so I thought I'd try and make this little video just for you, buddy, about the fire striker, and show you a couple of different things that I use just for your own entertainment. I'm here at my own homestead in South Louisiana, and I'm going to do a little foraging for materials real quick so I can set this up for you and demonstrate fire strike, and be back in just a minute. Okay, what I'm going to do before I do anything else really is kind of pick up some gravel, or pick out some gravel, and I just need to find some stuff here on the ground that I can use as a piece of chert is what I'm looking for. Maybe something like this guy right here, or this guy right here, and then I need to find a hammer rock. Hammer rock, where's a hammer rock? I need a big chunk of rock. This is gravel in my driveway, so most of it's fairly small. Mike could use this piece and see how it works. So we got a piece of hammer rock here. That's what I call it anyway. And then we got a couple of stones that just come out of the driveway. If I've chosen them correctly, it would be chert, and it'll split off and produce a sharp edge that'll give us some spark. Anyway, we'll use this one. Alright, so gotta try and get over here, get in the camera's field of view. So let's see if I can get a sharp edge on this thing. Yeah, there we go right there. I don't know if you can really see this on the camera or not, but there's a sharp edge that chipped off right here. Okay, so let me go find, get rid of the hammer rock, go find some, what am I looking for? Tinder. Some, let's see, we're going to walk on over here. This is some good stuff right here. This is a birch bark tree. Not a birch bark tree, but a birch tree, river birch. Kind of give you a quick lowdown. No leaves, obviously, it's winter. But this stuff right here, this is what we want. Some of these pieces, let's see, well, I'm looking for some stuff that'll peel off in sheets. There we go. Alright, put that in the old pocket. You know, you think it's probably easier to collect stuff right around the house, but actually it's a lot easier if you're foraging for it out in the woods. I'm going to grab some pine needles from underneath this big old holly pond, and let's gather up some pine needles. Just going to grab a handful from down here. And take a walk back here and see if we can't show you a little bit of the pond. We got all of this winter grass, or I don't know what you call it, weeds, that are starting to pop up now. They'll die off again, everything will go brown again here in a couple of weeks, for about a month. But anyway, there's the pond. Starts right over there. It goes across the back of the property. Here comes old Fire. That's my 28-year-old mare I got when she was just a little filly. I broke her I've ridden across mountains, rounded up cattle, forded rivers. She never dumped me one time when we were swimming across rivers. She's a good little old gal. Got a lot of cow pony in her. Anyway, she just turned 28 a couple of days ago. And then that's the north property boundary over there where those trees are. So I'll be back in a minute or two once I get the rest of my kindling together. Okay, so here are we back, having made our little tinder bundles. Made two instead of just one. I was just going to make one, but I made two so I can show you two different types of doing the job. I guess you could say that in most cases people are going to resort to starting a fire with, you know, whoops, where my camera lens is reflecting on it upside down for me. So my left is right and up is down. Anyway, they're going to resort to the typical good old-fashioned Bic. We're going to get rid of that guy for now. We're going to use one tinder bundle to start with the striker that you were talking about that you have. This is one that I use. This one will throw sparks up to 5,500 degrees Fahrenheit, 3,000 degrees centigrade, and it will throw a shower of sparks. This is another type right here. Like I said, this is up is down, down is up. Anyway, this is another one right here that people use. You can see I put a fair amount of use to it. I carry different packs with me, so I carry a kit in basically each pack, so I don't have to remember to transfer the pack, so I don't end up leaving home without it. MasterCard can stay home, but fire making pack has to go with me everywhere. And then we have the old-time conventional fire striker with either a piece of flint, this is a piece of Texas flint, or I've got some English flint too, that stuff is really good, or here's a piece of chert that I picked up out of the driveway and split, as you remember just seeing a little while ago. It was a rock. Here's the other rock that I didn't do anything to. It's still in its original configuration off the driveway, but we bang on it, it'll chip out and flake out just like this piece did. And so we can start this thing one of two ways. We can, well, actually it's one of three ways. I should have built a third pack, but we can take and strike the striker. Let me get over here so you can see a little bit better. Strike the striker. Adjust this a little bit so that we'll get a spray of sparks that'll come off of this piece of flint. Let's see about setting this up so I can get it all into the video camera. Sorry, I don't do this very often, so I'm not very good at it as far as trying to videotape this stuff like I'm doing. But if you can see the sharp edge of the flint, will just shear off little pieces and chunks of metal, so you can hopefully see sparks flying. We can take a piece of our char cloth, which is this stuff right here, which is just 100% cotton, and we take it and we fold it over and we'll put it on top of the flint, or in this case we're going to use the piece of char that we picked up, chert that we picked up out of the driveway. And let's see, that's a good edge there, so we'll try striking it and see if we can't get this piece of char cloth. That's just an old t-shirt that I cut up and charred. Come here, Maddie, sit down. And you can see that we're getting sparks off of the chert. Got to get them. There we go. This is your first critical moment. So here, if you can see this, is the coal, if you want to look at it that way. That we've created. We're going to take this guy and we're going to nestle him down in here in this tinder bundle, and if it works, we'll have ourselves fire here in a moment. And there we have fire. I don't catch myself on fire because I'm looking at the camera rather than the tinder bundle. So that's one way of using sparks. Okay, old-fashioned method here. Like they used back in the old days with flint and steel to get your fire started. So that's one way. Just sparks off of a rock for all intent and purpose. I'm going to throw that over there in the driveway. Then the other way, we can do it with the tinder bundle, and this is what you and I were talking about, is to take the tinder bundle and our striker, and use our striker. Figure out how I'm going to do this and be able for you to see the camera. Alright, let's see. How can I set this up? Prop it up. I'm not. I'm going to have to put it on the ground like that so you can see it. We're going to take our striker and put it down onto the tinder bundle, and then we're going to use the striker portion on the rod, which is magnesium and steel, high carbon steel, and we're going to pull the striker back away from our tinder bundle. That's one way. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So we're going to do, pull it away, and there you go. And that's your striker like you've got somewhere in your house. I don't know if you found it yet or not. But that's how the striker works. And from this, of course, we would have all of our other fire preparations here. Different types and sizes of limbs, twigs, everything to build our fire, whether it be a cooking fire or a warming fire to keep us, you know, comfortable during the night. But anyway, buddy, that's it. Talk to you tomorrow, okay? Have a good one. Bye. Ground pounder. Take care, buddy.